So hello and welcome back to Gumadee's Coins and Banknote, and today we're continuing on with the currency of Burma, and this is related to the coins. So in 1965 we had these coins in circulation. So we had the 1, 5, 10, 25 and 50 pias, and the 1 kyat or chat coin. And as you can see, the chat is actually the largest coin. So in 1962 they win overthrew the democratically elected government because it was pretty weak, and the ethnic groups are actually increasing their demands for a federal system, so a non-centralized government like we have in Burma now, in part because there are some decentralized regions like the Wa region in the Shan district, but the civil war has actually reduced the areas controlled by the central government by about 50%. So they've lost control of a lot of the country. And the civil war in Burma has been going on since 1948. So it's not a new thing. It's about 70 years. So that's pretty long. They've had hiatus and periods of low activity, but now it's just a full blown. And in 1966, the Ne Win government changed the composition of the actual coins. So they issued 5 denominations, and these ones are all aluminium, and they reduced the size of each coin by 1mm. But you can see there's one coin missing. That's the 1 kyat. Now the only mintage figure I've found is for the 1 pias, but I don't think that is accurate. It has 8 million coins, but I believe that these are frozen date coins, so they would have been minted until 1984, like some other countries. Tunisia done it from 1966 to 1982. Other countries have also done it. So this is a 24 pias. We have the same design as they used on the copper and nickel coins for the back of it. So we just have the denomination and the date. So all these have 1966 in Burmese numerals. These are pias, and this is the denomination, so 25. And we just have the floral relief. And if you put it together, it's actually should be reduced in size by 1mm. Now the front of the coin, this one has a chinfi, which is a type of stylized line, and it's a Union of Burma and the date in Burmese. And the new coin they have unsung. So he was the independence leader. He was assassinated in 1947, and they put him on for a nationalistic propaganda purpose. So the Ne Win government was highly nationalistic, like they are now, and he continued on with nationalisation of the government resources. So a lot of people say, oh, you can't privatise stuff like oil, ports and whatever else. Yes, you can. Governments do it all the time, and in this case they privatised all the ports. They kicked out a lot of the Chinese and Indians, so they weren't really, and probably also Westerners as well. They tried to de-Britishise, so they weren't really happy with what the British had done to the country. The British really occupied Burma just to extract resources, not actually for benefit of people. And so they were really focusing on just Burmaising everything. So that would have made it a neutral country at the time period. Okay, these aluminium coins are minted in East Germany, so in the Berlin Mint, which has the A mint mark, but obviously when they mint coins for overseas, unlike the French or the Dutch, they don't put their own mint mark on the coins. So here it just says, I can't read Burmese, but I can get a translation. It says Union of Burma People's Bank, and the date is 1328. So that's, if you put 1640, it should give you a date 1966, or roughly around there. I think, yeah, something like that anyway. 1540, actually no, that will give me 1968. Well, so there's something wrong with the actual dating system, or maybe something wrong with my brain. Okay, so you can pick these coins up for uncirculated for probably at least less than $20. And I have quite a few of these coins that I'm trying to sell. So most of the 1 pias or 1 pia you can get in uncirculated grade. So it seems that these ones never really circulated that well. And that was the last year they issued the 1 pia. Okay, this is the 5. It has scallops, 12 scallops. And as you can see, it's quite dirty, so they do circulate quite a little bit. And so another one. And these are just all my spares. So this one's pretty much uncirculated. So while we don't know the mintage of this coin, the population of Burma at the time was, let me get the information up, it's about 24 million, so you need at least 50 to 100 million to satisfy the market. But the previous copper and nickel coins circulated, so they wouldn't have had a shortage of change. And they probably just fell out of use in the 1970s, when these coins become the dominant currency in circulation. So as you can see, this one's well circulated, so they did circulate. Paid at 25 pias. This one's been clean, you can tell by scratching, and it has quite a lot of damage, so that's been circulated. This one also, this one's probably lost, but it has uncirculated detail, and this is the 50. As you can see, when you leave aluminium in the ground, it actually corrodes, so it just disintegrates because it doesn't like staying in a pure state. So this is 50 pias, and the other coins are actually all pretty much uncirculated. Now it took me quite a while to get all these coins. So uncirculated, probably paying about at least $20 for all these coins, and that's not including postage. So what you need to look for in these coins is pretty much just the errors. That's all, because as far as I know, there's no varieties, and they kept the same shape as the previous copper and nickel coins. So I hope this helps you with your Burmese coins. Now the next series we're going to go to are the series issued by the military junta. So these ones are a little bit harder to get. Thank you and goodbye.